AMRB's what we got.
Yeah, time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all on Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Pins on the jacket, the man's abundant. The point of the road was banned and rugged. Hushing, I'm plotting on pants in London. The products are not being scared of some judgment. Gotta stay in the cut. Cut you off if you ain't making the cut. Couldn't tell you who the hell is behind us. You start to forget when you stay in the front of it's up. And it's up for grabs, no remorse of who I'm taking it from. Numbers I give on my scoreboard is the only form of us staying in touch, that's saying enough. It's time to receive all of the favors I've done. Too late for y'all to switch teams, everybody getting big leagues. Product flying out the shelf, what's in store for us? Known to hit a hole in one, look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whatever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all on Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Shout out to Steve. The boy getting love from the harsh critics. Strauss hit me bi-weekly to tell me keep taking it further. You aren't finished and I gotta listen. Any son of believing and see that I'm actually breathing and doing it real time. Love to pull an idea out there and there, act on it and profit in real life. If we not aligned, don't present me a dotted line. Yeah, I'm a QB, but I ain't handing on nothing for someone to monetize. And it goes to the birds too. Can't give it a time if a dollar so cut her eyes. They get XL for they had the potential to be my ex. I know all the plays, I'm a seasoned vet. Yeah. Always showing up, known to hit a hole in one. Look at the crowd and shoulder shrug. Shots are limited, I'm scared mango with the golden gun. Posted up, ready for whoever, boy, you know what's up. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all on Iwo Jima got one flag and it's sticking the ground. Setting up shop. Think I got the message across. Came for the titles and press of the watch. We play at the levels of Letterman jocks. Time's close, I whittled them down. Sticking to them by sticking around. The gang all on Iwo Jima got one flag. Yeah.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to stay. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need a facts. It's real, dog, sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
Some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly. But I got a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons. I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be great, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop. He paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire rope. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gon' block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under. That's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son. Filled with the Spirit, I shine like the sun. Ghost in me, but I ain't haunted. Bad vibes, keep them, don't want it. Pride hard to swallow, doggone it. And you were really never my opponent. I ain't fighting evil, man, they hearts black. They wanted my life, told them back. Got an itch for sin, can't scratch that. Keep the truth loaded in the black gap. Just know if I said it, I'm in it, and they gon' take it back. Learn the game brighter than my granddaddy's Cadillac. Young man, oh so, imagine that. Ain't in my control, gotta pray, let them handle that. God hit my line, get me to play. Roger that, gang torn, you hate like a running back. If you ain't catch everything I said, better run it back. Eating up this beat, break bread, where your sandwich at, y'all? Thought I was done? No, this beat ain't like Kobe, I'm too full. My God, sick old mode, he too cold. I'm skating on beats, frozen with the flow.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming, I'm a landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like. Yeah, you about to see me on demand like. You know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag. Yeah, and we ain't never going back now. Future expedited, now we on the fast track now. They won't lend a hand, now they see us on the map now. It's time to act out. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go. Yeah, at the top of the class on a roll. Ayy, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Yeah, on the road, here we go. On the road, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. And guys, oh baby, that pump we got today. Whew, exciting times for Bitcoin, guys. Are we going to the moon? Is Bitcoin going to 100K by next week, by the end of the weekend? Or are we going to get a harsh rejection all the way back down below 24K. We're going to be taking a look at all that tonight, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight and spending your precious time on a Friday night with your boy Frankie Candles. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Every single like, or every single 100 likes we get, you guys get to spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, where we're going to be giving away a whole lot of stuff, guys. We got a lot of giveaways to do tonight, but we're going to be doing that at the end of the stream. We're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, what I think is going to be happening. If you guys have been watching the live stream, or if you watched the live stream yesterday, you will know that we've been looking at that money flow starting to curve its way to the upside on the medium time frames, and obviously we were looking for shorts. However, as you guys know, I was letting you know that I would not be holding those shorts to the ground or to zero, but I would be kind of flipping, and instead of looking to short every higher low and look for that lower low, we would be looking to short every lower high, and but we'll get into the charts in a second. But basically, guys, yesterday we were looking at the money flow coming up, which could indicate that we were going to change our trend to the upside. And again, for the past few weeks, we've been leaning bearish and shorting every single lower high that we made, and this has wound up playing out very, very well for our trading, right? Shorting every single lower high. We have been absolutely crushing it in the premium Discord. Shout out to Darren Does Things. I did see him pop in here just a few minutes ago. Oh, yeah, he said, shout out to Darren, man. He's crushing it in the Discord. But he said, Frankie saved me this week with the setups, made money on his setups, lost money on mine, lost money on his setups. But we were talking in our premium Discord, and Darren is absolutely crushing it, and as well as everybody in the premium, because they actually use the TA to weigh against theirs, right? And they're actually learning how to trade rather than just copy trading somebody, which is not a winning strategy, right? But the reason why Darren is so happy is because we were leaning bearish, shorting all the lower highs that we were making. And it worked out absolutely beautifully, but yesterday we were kind of saying I was kind of coming up from bearish, leaning towards more neutral bullish as we have the money flow turning up, and we were saying, like, we don't want to be the last bears, right? So we were more interested at this point in, instead of shorting every lower high, I would actually, after all the pumps, I would look for a higher low and look for longs. And we're kind of just flipping that strategy on its head and inverting it, looking to catch these trends to the upside. And we're going to cover all that in detail. I'm going to show you guys I'm not going to go super in depth, but I want to show you guys how I've been finding some of these setups. So that way you guys can actually see these moves before they happen, like we do in the premium Discord. And shout out to Darren. I appreciate the kind words, man. And shout out to Creighton C. Before we jump into it, guys, let's say what's up to the CandleMafia, and then we're going to jump right into the TA. Shout out to Creighton C. Thank you so much for that super chat, man. I really do appreciate you. He said, Frankie, yeah, I saw this chat before, bro. He said, first, you spilled the Red Bull, and we absolutely dumped to the floor. And if you were in that live stream, you'll remember that. He just said, Frankie, you realize you put fuel in the Lambo whose symbol is a bull, and we pumped the next day. It's the Red Bull incident all over again. Signs, man. Shout out to Creighton C. Yeah, me and Tony ran out of gas in the Lamborghini the other day. Ben's assistant, Allison, had to bring us a gas can, and we had to fill up the Lambo in the parking lot. People were, like, coming up to us, like, wow, nice car, man. I'm just, like, sitting there with a gas can filling it up. It was pretty funny, but we fueled it up, guys, and he's right. The symbol of the Lamborghini is a bull. Actually, I believe all the Lamborghinis are named after Spanish fighting bulls. I don't know what a fighting bull is, but anyway, yeah, we fueled up that Lambo, guys, and gave the bulls gas again, and now we are getting that pump. But I'm going to talk to you guys whether we're going to see this sustained pump to the upside, because we are coming up to some key levels of resistance. I'm going to give you all those key levels right now. But first, guys, I have to change my screen settings here because I am at ultra wide as I was trying to do some TA before we hopped on the live here. So bear with me for just 2 seconds. Guys, the fan is on for the camera, so we will not be losing any visuals this stream. Don't you worry. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Here we go. Okay, that is actually not what I wanted to show. That is the setup from the Discord. However, I do want to kind of touch on some of this stuff here. I'm going to look here at the live stream chart. And I want to start off first, guys, by turning off the TA and just zooming out and taking a look at what we got going on and try to figure out if this is going to be a sustained pump or if we are going to actually get a big move back to the downside. Did you buy your Amazon Cherry can? Shout out to Nemesis. Gary says fighting bulls are a security. Okay, so I guess dump incoming, guys. I forgot to say what's up to the Mafia. We do have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to jump right into the TA. But, guys, show our mods some love in chat. They help us out so much. And shout out to Tyler Durden. Tyler, I heard from a little birdie that I might be meeting you next week. Shout out to Tyler Durden. I'm excited to meet you, bro. Yes, I'm looking forward to that, man. Shout out to Crypto Anon in the chat. Says Italian bull that the owner owns, Frankie Candles. Oh, okay, got you. So they're not fighting bulls. I thought they were like Spanish fighting bulls. I don't know like where I heard that. I don't even know if fighting bulls are a thing. Like, do people fight bulls? I don't think they do. But shout out to Crypto Anon. Thank you for that, bro. But guys, yeah, shout out to Ziva. Shout out to Dahal. Good to see you, man. You've been in here a lot, man, and you've been killing it in the Discord. Shout out to Hodl Crypto, Crypto 101, V Slim. As always, what is going on, bro? Slugger Slug in the house. Redman, what is going on? Ola mods, showing some love to the mods. And then we got Wick 589 Classic said ran out of gas is just another way of saying you took it for a joyride and Ben thought you were committing GTA. It's like, guys, look, I have a Lamborghini and Ben's running behind the Lamborghini like, get me my car back. Shout out to Wick. Let's see, Mr. Blake, what is going on? Rob Hughes, G-Life in the chat, who was making gains in the Discord. Maybe we'll celebrate you a little bit more on this stream, G-Life. Shout out to you, man. Congrats on all your wins. G-Life is in the premium Discord. He's been crushing it. But, guys, let's break down the TA here and see what we got going on. Now, we're here on the Bitstamp chart, guys. Now, as you know, we looked at the weekly yesterday. There is not much to kind of take away from this weekly. VWAP still coming kind of straight down there. Money flow starting to round off, but really nothing that we can take away from this, to be 100% honest. Oh, there are people who fight bulls. Interesting. Yeah, BlackRock trying to manhandle Bitcoin is a bit sketch. Shout out to Derelict V, says he's listening from the road, 2,000 miles to go. Well, hey, hopefully we can wrap up these 2 hours and make them a little bit more enjoyable for you, bro, so you're not just staring at a boring road. But, guys, the VWAP on the weekly is coming straight down. I would look for this to curve up over the weekend. Money flow starting to round off as well, but, a little too soon to really be taking anything away from this, but I am keeping an eye on it. Now, things do start to get really interesting once we start working our way down to these lower daily time frames, right? Taking a look at the 6-day. Look at that 6-day money flow, guys. And if we come on over to the regular candles, it even looks better, right? It looks even better here as our money flow is now crossing over into the green on the 6-day. This is a very, very, very bullish sign, right? I'm getting distracted from chat right now, but it just keeps popping up. But yeah, this is a pretty bullish sign in my opinion, guys. You do have the VWAP rolling up as well, and this was one of the things we were looking at yesterday, saying obviously a big reason why we were shorting this whole way down here, guys, shorting all of these lower highs very, very confidently was because of the way money flow looked. We had money flow coming out on the daily. We had money flow coming out on the 2-day. We are getting that 2-day green dot now. This actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you. But shout out to Darren. Thank you, bro. Oh, God, I just want to hang out in chat today. Anyway, but we were looking to short all these lower highs, guys. But yesterday we were talking about how with the way the 6-day money flow looks as it's coming back up, you don't want to be that last bear screaming, 3K incoming, 10K incoming, right? Obviously, you guys know, I don't think, I do think it's much more likely that the bottom is in than not. Now, I don't think it's impossible to come lower than this, but, I do think it is more likely than not that 15.5 probably was the bottom of the bear market. And if we do get back down to those levels and things look bearish and it looks like we're going to go for the lower lows, I'll be the first one to let you know, right? I'm not just emotionally holding on to the fact that the bottom's in. If it looks like we're going to break that low, I will let you guys know, right? Like, and if you're listening to anybody out there that is just emotionally saying, we're 100% not going lower, or we're 100% not going higher, we're going to dump from here and go to lower lows, you need to find somebody who is balanced and agnostic, right? You have to approach these markets in an agnostic way, right? You cannot be emotionally favorable to the upside or the downside, right? I'm a crypto bull in the long run. I hold my long-term spot bags. I want Bitcoin to go to 100K, of course, but if it's looking bearish, I'm gonna exploit that movement to the downside and make money as it's coming down, right? So Nobody knows where this market's going, but we can use the charts to make educated guesses into which direction it's going to go. And again, with the money flow coming out on those higher time frames, we were able to short every single lower high, and we made money, again, in our Discord and just on the stream, guys. We give a lot of this away for free. We don't give all, we obviously the Discord, is a little bit more for people who are trying to take their trading seriously, and there's a lot of insight that goes into there. But on the live streams, guys, if you're paying attention and you're learning and picking up what I'm trying to explain to everybody, there is a lot of free sauce that goes out on this live stream, and you probably, with a little bit of extra work on your own end, probably could have found some pretty good entries to get into a lot of these short positions. And we've just been cashing out on this whole move to the downside, and every single bounce we got, the bulls came out and said, 40K, here we go. Right here, 40K, here we go. And then we broke this low, and then the bears came out and said, I told you idiots, 3K incoming, right? Now, these are just people who are not experienced, and they come out super emotional, right? We start dumping, and everyone's like, I told you 3K was incoming, and now everybody's calling for 100K again, where the traders are sitting there like, I made money on the way down, I'm making money on the way up, right? So it's just funny, like how quickly people are to be like, oh my God, it's going to 0, or oh my God, it's going to 100K. But that's not really the important thing, because you can make money in both directions, right? So as we were short, because of the money flow on the daily and the 2-day, that was giving us the confidence to short this whole move down, and that's how we were able to profit, right? Now, yesterday on the live stream, we were looking at this daily, looking to find a bottom here, right? Looking to find a little bit of a rounded bottom on our money flow, and this was kind of the reason why I was saying, this is kind of leaning more towards neutral bullish, right? And we were looking for longs. I will go over some of the trades we were looking at. But this money flow rounding off was one of the first signs where I was saying, hey, we might be finding a local bottom here. Even if we aren't going to go, absolutely to the moon, likely that we were going to get a bounce from that level. But more importantly, before we were looking at the daily money flow, we were looking at these medium hourly time frames, right? We have the 4-hour money flow cruising to the upside. We looked at this yesterday as well, saying, hey, this is a pretty good sign, right? If we can get that money flow crossover into the green on the 4-hour, which we haven't gotten just yet, but just in general, money flow is coming up on the medium hourly time frames. The 3-hour has kind of been bing-bonging around into the green, into the red, but just in general, you can see we have a low, a higher low, higher low, higher low. We are trending to the upside, right? Indicating the longer-term trend might switch to the upside. Now, coming down to the 2-hour, money flow crossover on the 2-hour as well before we got that big massive pump to the upside, and then the 1-hour also wound up crossing into the green recently as well. And just in general, we came into the green, into the red, back into the green, but we are trending to the upside, right? This is indicating the longer-term trend. Now, looking at the 16-hour, we came down a little bit more, kind of skirted around a little bit on money flow there. Taking a look at the 12-hour, kind of the same deal. But your 8, you know what actually looked really good yesterday that we were looking at? The 6-hour. And this is not just the money flow. Take a look at this. Lower lows on our price, higher lows on our momentum waves. We got the bullish divergence with money flow coming up. A lot of times, this can mark a significant bottom. And what happened? We confirmed the bull div, and boom, we came up. Now, I'm not saying we're going to 100K right now, right? But money flow coming up on these medium hourly time frames, as well as the higher time frames, is a very, very good sign that you might not want to lean too much on the shorts, right? I want to be very clear about this because it has a lot to do with why we were able to do so well and short all these moves. And I talk about this on the live stream as well. When we got this pump right here, there was a 2-day green dot. And I was saying, guys, let's go ahead and scalp this. This is in the premium Discord. But even on the live stream, I said I would expect a move to the upside here. But, guys, I am not expecting this to go to the moon. I am expecting it to come up actually to this exact level is what we were looking at for pretty specific reasons. We had some golden pockets up here, a 786 retracement level. This was a level we were looking to short. And we came right up to this level before turning around and coming down. And the reason we were so confident in shorting that lower high was because of money flow. And now we're seeing the opposite happen. Money flow is starting to come up. So what we're going to do is invert the strategy, right? Or not the strategy, but the kind of theory, right? Instead of shorting every pump to the upside like we did here, like we did here, like we did here, and here, we are now going to be looking to long. We could potentially start looking to long lower highs. So instead of shorting or higher lows, instead of shorting the lower highs, we are going, and right, we look at these local golden pockets for the rejections, right? Like this local golden pocket. We know price is likely to reject from here in a downtrend, right? We'll put in the lower high and then make another low, a new low, a lower low. Low, lower low. High, lower high, right? So we are going to be looking for the exact opposite, or we can start to prepare to do the opposite because now we're getting a move up. But because money flow is coming up, indicating the longer-term trend may continue to the upside, I am not going to be looking to short this move all the way down to lower lows necessarily, right? This is not. I'm not telling you, what to trade here. I'm just trying to explain to you the theory behind the trades, right? Now, what will we be looking for instead? Well, you can look to scalp short this high, but I would not be looking to make a lower low. Rather, I would look to come up and make a higher low and then look to long the higher low and hold that long position to come up potentially to higher prices, right? So instead of shorting the lower high for a lower low, we're going to be longing a higher low for a higher high. We're just flipping it on its head. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Oh, God, what is going on here? Tony D's out of timeout. I put Tony D in timeout, guys. He's out of timeout, I guess. Probably shouldn't have given him the I don't know what's going on. But shout out. Thank you, Tyler, for sharing that. But I'm going to share some of the setups we were looking at in a second, guys. But I just want to say, we are coming up to an interesting level of resistance, right? And if I pull up this chart, we could take a look at what we were looking at yesterday. And we were looking at these levels of resistance. First purple box is what we are tapping right now, currently rejecting off of. And then we have a couple more levels up here, right? But right now we're hitting that first level. Interesting level of resistance. I would expect some kind of a cool-off, which we've already gotten, right? And it could continue. But we are getting resistance here as expected. But, again, you could look for scalp shorts here, but I would be looking to potentially put in another higher low. And then right now, I am in the process of, instead of favoring shorts like we were the whole way down, I will be now potentially, we see money flow continuing to come up. I'd like to see the daily money flow come up a bit more. If we get the 4-hour money flow crossover, that would be a helpful thing as well. But if we see these money flows continue to come up, we now have to take the exact opposite stance that we were taking from the top. And I was talking about this before in the premium Discord or the premium live stream. People always wonder, like, how is this guy short from the top? And we don't always know that we're going to be short from the top, right? Like, when we were short from up here, I was simply only looking to get a move down to our value area low. I didn't know necessarily we were going to break out of the range and get a massive move, right? You want to go for base hits. Go for a double and go for a single or a double, and then lock in your profits, move your stop loss to your entry or into profit, and then maybe if price decides to go further, you can get those extra gains, right? So let's go ahead and talk about some of these key levels. Does everybody get that? I hope everyone understands that, right? Leaning very bearish on this whole downtrend, and the reason was the higher time frame money flow. Money flow indicates the longer-term trend. I'll spit it real quick, guys. Money flow is in the red. That is indicating that your downtrend may continue, right? So let's say this is your 0 line, right? Looking at Market Cipher B, the middle is your 0 line. Let's do this. I was doing this in the premium Discord. I think this might kind of shape things up for people, right? When money flow goes into the red and crosses below the line and turns red like this, this is indicating that your trend is likely to continue to the downside, right? The red and the green dots indicate the noise in the market, these smaller moves within the bigger move, right? So a green dot would indicate a move like this. A red dot would indicate a move like this. But the money flow crossing over or being in the red or the green would indicate the total move, right? So if you have money flow cruising to the upside like this, you would potentially assume if you break the trend, this would be an indication that your trend will now potentially switch to the upside, and you're obviously going to get noise, right? You're going to come up, you're going to come down, you're going to come up, you're going to come down. But when the money flow is in the green or coming up to cross over into the green, you can start to put a little bit more trust into the fact that, when money flows in the green, I'm more comfortable longing higher lows, right? And when money flow crosses into the red, I am much more comfortable shorting the lower highs. This is how the trend is your friend until the end, right? So you want to trade with the trend, but the trend at some point is going to shift. And you don't want to continue to short every lower high if the trend is shifting to the upside because you're eventually going to get wrecked. So once you see money flow starting to come up, you have to anticipate this trend reversal or the shift in your overall trend. And you want to be on the right side of the trend, right? So the money flow being in the red, indicating the trend would come down, made it very easy. I don't want to say easy, but it made me very confident shorting every lower high. And this is why we've been able to do so good for the past few weeks. But now we're starting to see money flow come up. So we're somewhere in here, right? We've gotten to move up, but we don't know if the trend's going to continue. If I can see money flow continue up, that is where, I'm starting to think it might be better to start longing the higher lows rather than shorting the lower highs. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. That's basically the thought process and really behind why we've been able to crush it so hard. And we're going to continue to crush it here, but you have to be able to flip-flop from bearish to bullish, right? We were bearish for the past 3 weeks, basically, or not even, for the past, month, right? Since since May 16th or May 17th, almost, exactly a month, we've been bearish. This daily money flow crossed over into the red right here on the 17th, almost exactly a month, we've been bearish. I've technically been bearish since up here, and we got rejected from this value area high. But money flow's been in the red since the 17th, and that's how we've been crushing all these shorts. And now we could potentially see this money flow come up, so we have to assume that maybe it would be a better idea to start longing here on these little dips to the downside, higher lows, rather than shorting every lower high. Hopefully this makes sense. I hope I'm not over-explaining either, but hopefully you guys understand that. Bing bong, thumbs up, shout out to Flat Smack. Don't forget to flat smack that like button if you guys are finding any value in this live stream. But that's what we're looking for, guys. Potentially in the middle of a trend change here. So we got to be ready to shift sentiment if we have to. We have to see what happens over the weekend. Hopefully money flow can continue to come up. And then it doesn't mean that you can't catch scalp shorts on the way down. You can catch the scalps on the way down, short it on the way down, but just don't be trying to hold it until zero, right? So there you guys go. I do think we could potentially see this come up a little bit higher. The next major level I will be watching, at least for Bitcoin, is going to be this next purple box here at about $26,650. This is a pretty key level. It is not only your point of control. Your point of control is at the upper end of this box, but you have your point of control as well as a local golden pocket in this same area, which is going to act as some resistance, and you do also, bottom of this box will also act as resistance as well. So I will be looking for our next major rejections to kind of pop up within this purple box. So if we get a move up, I will be looking for some potential scalp shorts at this purple box. But again, I would be scalping them to local levels, and then when we get to support, potentially looking for longs at those higher lows. Bear with me for 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to turn on the fan. It is a scorcher in here. All right, there we go. So there you go, guys. That is very well explained. Shout out to Karam bin Kamal. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. So there you go. That is what we're looking at, guys. I do think we could continue up. However, we are hitting resistance right now, as well as starting to get some of these lower hourly time frames to cool off, right? 2 hour VWAP looking, or 2 hour looking to print a red dot. 1 hour printing or confirmed red dot? Yeah, red dot confirmed on the 1 hour. So not impossible to get a little bit more of a push down here. But again, as of right now, I would be more in favor, or I don't want to say just yet. I do want to see money flow. Shout out to French Toaster. Bear with us. Shout out to you, bro. But I do just kind of want to I still want to see money flow continue up here. I'm not like fully sold on this just yet, but I do think locally we can come up a little bit more eventually. But if we do cool off based off of these medium or lower hourly time frame red dots, again will be looking to maybe for some scalp shorts, but we'll be looking for longs at levels of support on the way down, because you can see here, right? You got your low, your high, your higher low, your higher high. I would be looking to put in another higher low because now this trend is potentially changing. And again, indicated by the money flow, right? So that's what we're looking for, guys. Again, next major level of resistance going to be about 26.6. Yeah, look for some rejections there. But even from here, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit more of a cool off from this level as well. But if we do wind up breaking out again, this is a big area to watch, right? So there you go, guys. There's the key levels to the upside. Key levels to the downside basically remain the same. Our level here at 24,870 wound up being the bottom, at least locally for now. The levels are respected, guys. But I do just kind of want to take a look at some of these positions that we were looking at. Now, this was a setup that we put in the Discord this morning But this is not like this was the setup we were looking for, and this was I want to talk about this for a second. But this was the setup from this morning. But we also did give a setup yesterday to get into a long, basically from the bottom. So we kind of two positions right now in the premium. One's from about like right here from this local golden pocket. And then the setup from today was from here, right? So people felt like they missed this move yesterday, and they're like, no, man, it took off without me. But you got to sit on your hands because nothing goes up forever. You have to be ready for those pullbacks. And if you got into a long here, hoping for a move like this to the upside, if you just FOMO'd in long here, you likely, with this crazy wick, you would have probably gotten wrecked, right? So that's why if you miss your entry, you want to sit on your hands. Find another entry point, which this morning was this local golden pocket, which actually got front ran on the Bitstamp chart, but on the Femex chart, which is where I usually, one of the main exchanges I trade on, we actually tapped it almost to the dollar on the Femex chart, right? So that was, again, levels do vary between exchanges very slightly, but we did tap that level almost to the dollar here, but that's what you do, right? You want to sit on your hands and wait for an entry. Don't just FOMO in on these green candles because you would have gotten wrecked here, but if you sat on your hands and waited to come to this golden pocket, you would have actually gotten a beautiful entry almost again at the bottom. So if you miss this move, don't FOMO and get wrecked. Just wait for your entry, and even if you got in here, again, you're basically getting in almost where you would have gotten in on the trade yesterday. So, yeah, super pumped about these positions. These have been on fire lately. But let's see. Wick is a bit different, but I wouldn't call him crazy. Shout out to Wick. Big Wick energy. Shout out. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer, said long that wick. Big wick energy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer, man. Like equals smashed. Shout out to G Life. And I would actually, if I can, let me go ahead and celebrate G Life real quick, because G Life has been killing it in the Discord. Let's pull it up. We celebrated him earlier today. Let's celebrate him one more time. And shout out to Querity as well. But let me go ahead and share this again. Hey, shout out to G Life out here crushing it. 57% on the long, 54% on the long, 75% on the long, 20x leverage. Hey, let's go. Shout out to G Life. Shout out to Panda Storm as well, crushing it. Let's go. Querity up 116%. Let's go. But there you go, guys. Absolutely crushing it. Super happy for everybody. And so is bullishsauce.eth. He says, I happy. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. But I bring this up, guys, because this is all applicable information, even if you're not in the premium Discord, right? Like, you could still learn from this live stream and apply this stuff yourself, and it can definitely help you see this stuff before it happens. So, super pumped about that. Yeah, man, that means a lot to me. I appreciate all your knowledge, Sensei. Shout out to G Life, bro. Absolutely crushing it, man. And remember, G Life and Querity and anyone else out here, learning from the live streams or in the premium Discord or in the free Discord or wherever you're at, if I am helping you, just understand you are doing the hard part, right? You are the one managing the trade, keeping the discipline. I was talking about this earlier, keeping the discipline and sticking to your plan, right? That's the hard part of the actual trade. And so it's not just like, I don't know where Dave is, but, it's not just like you're just copy trading me, because you're not, right? Like, or you shouldn't be. But even if you were, if you're winning the trades, you're doing the hard part, right? Like, the TA will come over time, right? The more you look at the candles, the more you understand how price action works, and you're just going to pick up on that naturally. But if you could get the discipline and get the emotions under control, you're doing the hard part. So if you're winning these trades, you're growing as a trader, and you're just that much closer to becoming profitable on your own, right? And that's the goal, right? That's everyone's goal, to be able to do this on the daily, right? Like, I know a lot of people's goal is to quit your job, right? Or fire your boss, right? And just like live the life that you want to live. And granted, I don't want to sell trading as some kind of lay on the beach and get rich thing, because it's not. It's hard work. It's stressful. It's not easy. It's a full-time job, but it does come with a lot of benefits. So, just shout out to anybody who's been watching these streams, especially through the entire bear market. It's quite. If you made it this far, you're on the right path. So, That's what we're looking for, guys. Those are the next key levels of resistance. Support levels to the downside basically remain the same. But other than that, guys, those are the levels of resistance. That's kind of where I'm looking for Bitcoin to go. 4-hour red dot is kind of where I would expect the next significant cool-off to happen, right? So if we wind up continuing to cool off at this level of resistance, as the VWAP rolls over on the 4-hour, I wouldn't really expect any big moves down for Bitcoin until we wind up printing that red dot on the 4-hour. I don't know. Shout out to Dang Man. How you doing? Shout out to you, man. I'm doing great. How are you doing, brother? I appreciate it. Said love your work. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Bada boom. Let's see. Funny because I'm booking a vacation. Let's go. Fred eats the world. Let's get it. But guys, monkey flow, let's get it. But guys, that's where I'm looking for Bitcoin to go. And again, like, why did we think this was going to bounce, right? And we were talking about this on yesterday's live stream as well. Like, there were many reasons why we were looking for bounces at these levels, right? Like I said, the level we just looked at was one of the main levels of support we were looking at about $24,870. But it wasn't just the fact that we came down to that level, guys. It was the fact that not only that, we had signals that were indicating a potential bounce here. Not only did we have money flow starting to come up, but here on the 4-hour and the 6-hour as well, right? We did get it slightly on the 4-hour. You have higher lows on your momentum waves, lower lows on your price action with money flow coming up. Again, this a lot of the times could mark a significant bottom, right? So these are why we were looking for bounces at these levels, right? It's not magic. It's not like I know something no one else knows. It's just the fact that we're looking at this stuff, right? So if we do get above these levels, as you can see, we have our macro range here. Value area low coming in at about 26,200. If on this next 4-hour red dot, we don't break back below this level, this could be good because if we can hold support inside of that value area low, we could potentially get our next move up to that $26,800 level, which is the point of control of the range. And then potentially we get above there, we could get a shot all the way up to the range high, closer to about 28.9 or 29K. But we're not there yet, right? We still have a lot of resistance ahead of us, and we also could be cooling off from this level. So that is kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. Kind of an exciting thing, right? Key level of support at this point, right? Again, it doesn't really change from what it has been, but this value area low is now in play again, right? It was support. We broke below it, support again, broke below it. It was resistance, we dumped, and now we could potentially be trying to get back above it. So that would be your next major level of support would be $26,200, right? About $26,200, the value area low of the macro range. That is your key level of support. If held, that could be your doorway to higher prices. If you lose it, wouldn't be that great of a sign, right? So I do want to pop up to the weekly really quickly here, guys, and I do want to take a look at the 200-week moving average. Let's go ahead and check in on that, see kind of where it's sitting at. Are we, let's see, double click, boom, 200, bang, okay, here we go, right? So zooming back in here. Yeah, okay, so this is, let me zoom in here, let me hide the TA. So here we are, right? Another piece of confluence here. 200-week moving average cruising right up above here. So that could potentially give us a lot of resistance, right? You break below it, you bearishly retest, and then you could dump. So we do still have, this is a big level to get above, right? But if we hold that value area low that we were just looking at, it could be a good sign. But this is going to be another big thing to watch, guys, because this could be a bearish retest. So we got to be careful. But if we get back above it and we close our candle, our weekly candle above here, that could be a very good sign. But just some of the things I am looking Just some of the things I'm looking at. Shout out to William Carey, says, hey, Frankie, what is going on, man? Shout out to Medic Money, said hat would be fire. I think we might be giving away a hat tonight. Getting ready to see BitBoy in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's go. Shout out to Captain Skyhawk, FPV. Well, when you see BitBoy, I want you to just tell him. Just tell him that you were watching the Frankie Candles live stream and just say Frankie Candles was thinking about him. Yeah, tell him I said what's up. I'm kidding, guys. I saw him like yesterday. Actually, not yesterday, day before. But yeah, tell Ben I said hi, even though I see him all the time. But let's see. Steven said, you want some of this, old man? No? I don't know what you guys are talking about. But, guys, that is what I am looking at for That's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. So watch the 200-week moving average. And again, down on the lower time frames, keep an eye on our levels that we just looked at right here, right? You could screenshot these levels. But yeah, keep an eye on these levels of resistance. Again, next key level of resistance getting in that 26.6 level. 200-week moving average. And again, as far as the indicators go, watch the money flow on the 4-hour. If we get that crossover into the green, that could be the first good sign. But I would expect some potential cool off as these hourly time frames in the immediate term, right? Like right now, that 1-hour red dot's confirmed. That 2-hour red dot is almost about to print. So not impossible to cool off here. Let's see. Bada boom. All right, guys. How long have we been going for? I feel like not that long. 44 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. All right, guys, go ahead and spam your altcoins in the chat if you want me to take a look at them. Rob, let's do like 3 or 4 altcoins tonight because we got to do the giveaways, which may take a little bit of time. V-Slim said, yeah, stop loss, easier said than done. They'll get you wrecked most of the time, but you can't just go trading without a stop loss. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, V-Slim, very, very true. I was kind of talking about this earlier today. It's going to be dependent on your risk tolerance as far as where you're going to set your stop losses. You know, some people can stomach more risk, something like that, right? Like maybe you want to let your stop loss live down here in case you try to get stop hunted. This is still a pretty good risk to reward ratio, 2.4. But some people don't want to risk that much, right? Some people don't want to lose that much money, so you might work with a little bit of a tighter stop loss. Some people like to do super tight stop losses, so you're risking like barely any money for a massive gain. However, you might get stopped out a lot, right? You're going to constantly get stopped out and have to re-enter your trades, which could be a pain as well. But a very common stop loss strategy is to just set it below the last swing low. So for this, in this example, you would probably set it right below here. Still a pretty good risk to reward ratio. And then how far below that you go is going to be based off your own risk tolerance, right? So just understand that, right? So there you go. The only time I really don't use a stop loss, guys, is if I'm in a very low capital trade where I'm not risking a lot of my personal money. I will get into the trade with high leverage, low capital, right? And, if this thing takes off, I'm on high leverage. If you put a low amount of money in, like you can make a ton of money, and then if I get liquidated, I'm losing a small amount of money, right? So, for example, if you get into a trade and you don't care about losing $100 and you just want to, now this is much more gambling, right? Like this is not how I trade often, but if I don't use a stop loss, it's always with an amount of money that I'm willing to gamble away, right? So if you don't care about losing $100, you can put $100 on the trade, use high leverage, right? If you think it's just going to take off from where you're at, you can use super high leverage with like $100, and then if it takes off, you're going to make a good amount of money. But if you're using high leverage, your liquidation point is going to be right up your butt. So if it turns around and goes the wrong way, you're going to lose all your money. But I don't recommend ever doing that. But if you are, just understand it's a gamble, right? So use money that you're willing to just throw in the air and throw away, right? Shout out to Rashawn says, thanks for the great content, Frankie. Any thoughts on bearish MACD cross? Historically, it's been a bearish indicator. I think you did chat about this, but the sentiment has now changed. Yeah, actually, we talked about this when Crypto Lifer was on the show, and he made a really good point, right? Like, I don't typically. Shout out to Chemistry Bro said made my first trade in 2 months over the last 24 hours and made a nice 10%. I'm ready to get back to it. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Let's get it, bro. Congrats. I'm glad you're back on the horse, my man. Let's go. But yeah, that is that is. Let's see, altcoins coming in. Okay, cool. But yeah. That is, again, trading with leverage is risky. If you're going to use high leverage with no stop loss, make sure you're risking money that you're literally willing to throw out the window because there's a high chance you'll get liquidated. All right, let's see. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Shout out to Gen Z. I love you, brother. Thank you for saying that. Let's go ahead and continue on. Shout out to Steven Atwell said, I do that all the time. It's called broke man strategy. It's probably a good name for that. But just don't risk more than you're willing to lose. All right, yeah, sometimes you just need that break, 100%, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. Let's take a look at the Dixie first, guys. The DXY. here's where I kind of fall on the DXY. This is part of what went into my analysis for the video that I put out that was bull market confirmed, question mark, right? When I made that video a couple weeks ago, one of the things that I put into that analysis, guys, was the DXY, right? Like, one of the things that does have me a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin is the Dixie, right? Now, if you don't know, the DXY moves inverse to Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, Dixie goes down. Dixie goes up, Bitcoin goes down, right? Now, obviously, the Dixie is coming back down here, which is likely, partially why we are coming up on Bitcoin. But really, where I lie bearish on the Dixie, which would be bullish for Bitcoin, is like you could see these lower time frames. You're in the red here. You're probably going to come back up into the green at some point. But that's just noise. I'm looking at the higher time frames, guys. Like, even the daily is still in the red here. But I want to show you guys something, right? Coming up to these higher time frames, like the 5-day. Look at this money flow coming straight out. Is this a... Come on, give it to me. No blood diamond. I thought that was going to be a blood diamond. But look at the 5-day. Money flow coming out. This would be bullish for Bitcoin. Let's look at the 6-day. Money flow coming out. This would be bullish for Bitcoin. The weekly. Oh, God, man. How is that not a blood diamond? Oh, my God. This is bearish. Money flow coming out on the weekly for the Dixie. This is bearish, right? Like, let's compare the last time this happened. Last time you got a money flow crossover into the red on the weekly for the DXY, guys, you came down about 10%, right? Let's look at this money flow crossover on the weekly for the Dixie. 6%, right? What happens if we come down, say, 10% here, or 6, we'll go in the middle, 8%. Would bring you all the way down to 93.99 for the Dixie. If we get that dump on the Dixie and we break this moving average once again, that could be bullish for Bitcoin. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the DXY, and then we'll do Bitcoin. We'll do Dixie on the weekly, Bitcoin on the weekly, and let's go ahead and interesting. I'm going to hide all this. I'm going to hide all this stuff. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, right? And then we're going to go ahead and remove all that off the Dixie. And let's take a look here, right? Go ahead and clear the indicators. And let's just take a look at this. I want to compare what happened the last time. Actually, we'll bring up back Market Cipher B. Because I want to see what happened the last time weekly money flow was coming out on the DXY, right? So that happened right about here. That's a giant line. But that happened right about here. Now, you can see my cursor on both screens, guys. What happened when that money flow crossed over into the red on the DXY? You see my thing here? Where were we in the market? We were coming up to the end of the bear market, right? We were right by the halving, right? And then what happened when we crossed into the red on this money flow? Boom! Massive bull market for Bitcoin. Let's go all the way back. Now, I did not check this, right? I'm just like, I'm doing this live with you guys, right? The money flow crossover into the red before that on the Dixie. See my cursor on Bitcoin on the right side here. What happened when you crossed over into the red on the Dixie with the money flow on the weekly last time? Boom. You wound up coming up from here to here on Bitcoin, right? It wasn't the whole bull market like it was on this money flow crossover, but you got a big move to the upside, right? You could see, likely, if you just keep going back and testing this, well, I guess we can't go past here. But obviously, that is going to be bullish for Bitcoin. If we get a move into the red on the money flow on the Dixie, it is likely going to be good for Bitcoin and could cause another big pump to the upside. The question is, when is that crossover going to happen, right? That crossover can drag on. We could wind up coming down further, right? And then maybe we go for like a double bottom or something, right? I know a lot of people are potentially looking for that to happen. We double bottomed in 2019 here, right? We bottomed here, and then we came up, came down for almost a double bottom, didn't quite break the lows, but basically gave us a second chance to get in for the bull market. And, we could see that happen as well. But this is just another thing you could be looking for. Look for that money flow crossover on the weekly for the DXY. It could give you insight into what is going to go happen for Bitcoin. But really, kind of the point here, guys, is that this is actually not looking too bad. Like, this coming out would be bullish for Bitcoin and would line up with the next cycle incoming for the next bull market, right? So there you go. Just wanted to check in on the DXY. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum. As you guys know, we have been keeping a pretty, we've been looking at Ethereum quite a bit here on the channel. And here we go, guys. Here we go. what do we get to happen here? Now, shout out to anybody who watches these live streams, guys. We talked about this on the live stream yesterday and the day before, and as we were tanking into this gold box. And as you guys remember from, or when I was talking about in the beginning of the stream, how we're going to flip our sentiment potentially here. Originally, we were looking, let me get rid of these arrows really quickly, right? I just want to, we were looking for a bounce here, looking to come up into our area of resistance. If we reject here, guys, we might see this actually happen. Rob the Crypto Snob said, on Friday we play, I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what you're talking about in there. But anyway, let me just see where this local golden pocket would come in real quick. Let me go ahead and pull that fib here from the low to the high. Golden pocket coming right at the top of this gold box. But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to see where that golden pocket was going to pop up. But, guys, we were looking for a move up from this gold box to potentially get a move up into our purple box, which we are hitting and potentially going to reject from, right? We were getting that next red candle on the 10-hour. But we were originally, before money flow started looking better on the higher time frames, we were potentially looking to short this lower high to get a lower move to the downside. Now, if money flow continues to come up, we are going to change our tune a little bit here, right? Because it wouldn't make sense if money flow is coming up, indicating that the longer-term trend will continue to the upside. We would rather, right? We don't want to short this to a lower low if money flow is going to continue coming up. So if it does continue coming up, I would actually rather look for a small pullback here and then look to long a higher low to catch the trend to the upside. Just like we were talking about Bitcoin in the beginning of the stream, same thing applies here, right? So we got that move right up to our area of resistance. And where could we potentially be looking for those higher lows to come in? If we see money flow continue to the upside, I will be looking, number one, to our potential retest of this golden box. I don't know if we are going to continue up. I don't know if you're going to be lucky enough to come all the way down to the golden box, but the golden pocket is there, so it is going to be a point of interest. Now, what would another higher low potentially look like? Well, we could pull it from this wick down here to the high. That could potentially be another level to look at. And yeah, I would actually, over this golden pocket, I would actually rather watch this golden pocket because the 786 comes in at the top of your gold box anyway. So if we do get a pullback here, guys, I would not hesitate to be watching this blue box for a potential higher low before continuing to the upside. So that's what I would be looking at on Ethereum if we do get a bigger cool-off here. Now, obviously, you could wind up getting, there's a lot of golden pockets you could come up and test here. Maybe you could pull it from here to the high. But basically, you're just looking for levels of support on the way down. Maybe you hold this moving average. I'm not going to get super into it. That's getting more into the intricacies of, like, entries and stuff. That's stuff we go more in-depth in the premium Discord. But I mean, this is the levels. Like, I'm giving you the key levels, right? Like, this is a major level. If you could get lucky enough to get a move down here, I would really be looking for longs in that blue box as long as money flows continuing to the upside on the higher time frames. And obviously, as long as you see an entry signal, maybe you're getting a bullish divergence, a CVD divergence, something like that at these levels, that's where I would look to get into a long position, not FOMOing in on the top of these green candles, right? And then in the short term, kind of just continuing on here, VWAP on the 4-hour rolling back over. Money flow on the 4-hour still looking pretty nice, though. But if you can continue to roll over here with your VWAP, I would expect a potential cool-off here, right? Checking that 2-hour. 2 hours also looking for a red dot just like Bitcoin. And your 1-hour red dot is also confirmed, right? But money flow still looking good, right? So again, expecting this to be a potentially lackluster move to the downside before finding a higher low and continuing up. The exact opposite of what we've been looking for the past 3 weeks or 4 weeks. All right, let's see. Bada boom, shout out to Medic Money. Shout out to you, man. Blue boxes. Shout out to Creighton C. Oh, God. I don't know if I'm the one with the dirty mind there, but anyway, let's see. Hugh says, never seen a wheel. Lol, ever. A wheel? Like a wheel, like a wheel? Like a spinning wheel? Like a wheel? Like a wheel like this? This is technically a wheel, I think. Happy birthday to Rob the Crypto Snob. Hey, the altcoins are in for the night. We are looking at the first one, which is Ethereum. We're going to take a look at ADA, Link, Quant, and Matic as well. But, guys, yeah, you can also see we are hitting a local golden pocket here as well. So, again, not impossible to cool off here. But, again, looking for a potential lackluster push to the downside before another move up if we can get the money flow to continue to the upside. We are in a little bit of a weird situation here because we're not getting crossovers yet, right? So we got to be aware, we got to be aware of a potential fake out here. But again, money flow does look pretty good, so I would kind of start favoring longing the higher lows. Okay, let's continue on here. All right, here we go. Let me take a sip of the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. And let's move on to our next altcoin, which is going to be Cardano. Everybody said ADA's dead. ADA's dead. It's going to zero. It's going to zero. It is going to zero. I'm just kidding, guys. It's not going to zero. I doubt it, at least. I don't know for a fact, right? I doubt it. Cardano's a very good project. But taking a look here, let's see. All right, we got to move up. We got to move down. Starting to get another move up. Yeah, this is nothing really going on with Cardano, at least as of right now. Let me go ahead and clear up some of these drawings. Boom. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So, there we go. So, as of right now, guys, yeah, I would, if we can get above this previous value area high. We looked at this level, I believe, yesterday. And just to note, guys, just to kind of zoom out here a bit, if you will. Let me see. ADA, let me see if I can pull up a yeah, I mean, this thing is absolutely crushed, right? Like, I might buy some ADA later. But anyway, let me just go ahead and take a look at what we got going on, right? Value area high. If we break that value area high, that is what we want, right? We got to get above this level. This value area high is coming from all the way back here. If we can get above this value area high, guys, I want to pull up that VPVR really quickly. You can see, right? If you get above that value area high, this is the key level. Because if we get above that value area high, you can see our volume gap right up here. Now, it's not the prettiest gap. You're going to get some resistance in this area, probably this area, and then obviously next high volume node. However, I'll go ahead and mark these levels really quickly. I'll mark them out with boxes, right? So I would watch this area for some resistance. I'll make that purple for resistance, right? And then we will go ahead and I would also, I would watch this level as well, right? As you got a rejection here, you also have your high volume node right here as well. But the theory here, guys, is if you get above that value area high and you can hold support, although you have resistance above you, for the most part, you have a decent fall off in volume. There's not that much volume within this gap, right? So maybe you get hung up here a little bit, you bang your head, but if you can get above these levels, guys, you could wind up getting that move back up to our next purple box, which is at about 30 cents. And this is basically what we were talking about yesterday. I bought all the Cardanzos at the dip. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. Yeah, shout out to James Kramer. Shout out to Solano, Matic, and Cardanzo. But anyway, if you get it, you get it. But that's what we're looking at, guys. Again, like nothing really has changed here. We got to get above the value area high, but I do think once you get above that value area high, you'd be in good shape to move up to about 27 cents. And if you get above this purple box, I think you're good. You're going to make a stop likely at 28 cents, but I think you could be on your way to 30 cents at that point. But this value area high coming in at 26 cents is going to be your key level of resistance to get above right now. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. You do actually have a green dot confirmed on your 12-hour, 16-hour green dot confirmed, and your daily green dot is confirmed, right? Taking a look at your lower time frames, 3-hour money flow actually looking pretty good. 4-hour money flow also looking pretty, kind of wish-washy here, to be honest with you. 3 hours coming up, though. 2-hour faked into the green. But again, look how much time you spent in the red here. It might be time to come up into the blue. So this might be a fake out into the red. I'd be very careful with this. I think you will likely come back up into the blue unless we see some kind of crazy nuke to the floor. But again, that 2-hour money flow looks pretty good, right? 3-hour money flow looks pretty good. 4-hour is kind of coming in the right direction, but I would want this to come up a little bit more. 5-hour, 6-hour, 6-hour looking pretty good. No divergence here. However, money flow does look pretty decent. Take a look at your 2-day green dot printing. 3-day likely to follow, 4-day likely to follow. Take a look at the weekly. Yeah, I would look for this to potentially start shaping up for Cardano. Let's see. You will have lots of money someday soon. Just hold on. Shout out to John Davis. Tony Cardanzo. Shout out to John. All right. Let's see. I'm putting Rob the Crypto Snob, you're in timeout. I'm timing you out. I'm just kidding, bro. And again, I'm just joking. And again, it's a joke. And again. Oh, you're funny, Rob. Shout out to you, man. All right, let's continue on here. Oh my God. I'm going to have to start minimizing chat during this stream. It's too distracting. But there we go, guys. There is Cardanzo for all you for the Cardanza gang. Don't do it, Frank. Better price is coming. Yeah, definitely possible. Here's kind of how I think about the alts, right? Looking at the weekly here, right? Actually, let me go ahead and pull up the Binance chart really quickly. Right? Money flow coming up here on the weekly, trending to the upside, right? Even if we do get another wash to the downside, I will just buy more. At this point, I've kind of been, I don't know if I want to say this. I don't want to call it panic buying. I'm accumulating right now, guys, and I talk about this all the time. But I am buying right now. I am, and I think a lot of the mega bears would be like, you idiot, you're buying altcoins right now? I'm buying altcoins right now. And if we get another wash, I'm just going to buy more, right? Like, you have to eventually buy into the market, or you're going to wind up buying green candles, and that is not what you want to do. So I am buying at these levels. I am accumulating at these levels. At first, I started accumulating, right? I had started accumulating on the weekly when the money flow came into the red. I started accumulating here. Bought a little up here, bought a little down here. Paused the bots on this parabolic move to the upside. They are now back on, though, right? So I am accumulating at these levels. If we get another drop down, I will simply buy more. I have not dumped my entire bag. I am not 100% in. I've been dollar cost averaging for quite some time. I was very Bitcoin and ETH heavy at this point, and then started getting into the alts a little bit later. But if we get another wash on the alts, I will just simply buy more. And if we take off from here, at least I bought some, so I'm not completely out of the market, right? So you can never just assume you can never guess exactly where the bottom is going to be. Catching the bottom for your longer term bags is a bad idea, in my opinion, not financial advice. I have people like family asking me, like, should I dump all my money in right now? And I'm like, that's not the question you should be asking. You should not be dumping all your money in at one price, because you're going to dump your money in here. And if you dump again, you're going to be like, oh my God, I bought the top. And then a lot of people are going to panic sell and they're going to lose a ton of money. Me, I've been dollar cost averaging, so we dump back down here. My average buy-in cost is going to be somewhere in the middle of here, right? Which is when we go to if we go to 100K, is going to wind up being the bottom. So I am buying here. I like to be transparent about that. Like we could come lower, but I will simply just buy more, right? I'm not spending all my money, but I am accumulating here. I'm pretty aggressively accumulating, guys. Again, we can be wrong, right? The 4-year cycle might not play out, but if we are going to see this next bull market play out like the last, and we're going to see this bear market happen and play out like the last 4-year cycle, I'm buying right now aggressively. So take that for what it's worth. It's not a buy signal. That is, you should not buy just because I am. You should make your own decisions. If you think we're going lower and you truly believe that, and you want to dump all your money in at one price, then, we'll wait for lower lows or something. I don't know, but I'm not willing to take that risk. I would rather buy and dollar cost average in, where we are likely at the bottom of the bear market, and then if we get some kind of crazy washout to 10K, I'll just buy a bunch of really cheap crypto, right? And then, it lowers your average buy-in price. So, but just remember, everybody thought we were going to $100,000 here. We did not get anywhere near $100,000. It works both ways. People are hoping for 10K. They might not get it, right? Everybody's calling for 10K, or not everybody, but a lot of people want 10K. Now, I'm not saying you can't get 10K, but you might not, right? You don't want to be, that's why, dollar cost averaging is so important, right? Because I don't know if we're going to 10K. You don't know if you're going to 10K. No one knows if we're going to 10K. But we might, and I will just buy lower. But I am not willing to just hold all my money and be out of the market completely in hopes of getting it to 10K. And, I have a feeling there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people out there that are probably holding all of their money, hoping for lower lows. And understand that the bears get wrecked just like the bulls do. A lot of people I would argue that more people did not sell the top here than any other cycle. There were so many people calling for 100K. So many people got wrecked in this cycle. A lot of people got wrecked in this cycle because they thought we were going to 100K. And that is why you again, just like you dollar cost into the market, you want a dollar cost average out of the market, right? You don't just want to wait for 100K and then sell your whole bag. If you could time it like that and you get lucky, then that's great. But the chances of you doing that are very, very slim. So I recommend you guys have prices in the next bull market that are projected to, that you think we can hit, that you are selling percentages as you get up there. Because if all these people that were waiting to sell their bag at 100K are still holding their bag all the way down here, and they were likely buying up on here, and now they're still holding their bags underwater here. So don't be one of those people. I'm not telling you to buy in right now. It's not financial advice. I can't tell you to do that. But just I would never just hold on to all my money and wait to come down lower to buy in. Because if you don't get it, you're going to wind up buying the green candles. And then you're going to be like, wow, this bull market was lackluster. But the problem really is that you're buying halfway up in the parabolic move, right? Same thing happened with Cardano. Everyone was saying Cardano underperformed. Cardano did not underperform. Everybody was just too scared to buy it at 12 cents. They all wanted to buy it at $1.50 and $2. And then they got a 2x instead of like a 30x. So keep that in mind. The bears get wrecked too. We may not, and I'm not saying you can't get those levels. I'm just prepared to either not get those levels, but I am also prepared to get those levels, right? So you have to, it's a game of probability. So just understand that. The dollar cost averaging is very, 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 very important. Let's see. People are delusional on 10K, but weren't around 16K. I kind of agree with that, right? Like 10K was in the cards. And listen, 10K can still be in the cards, but as of right now, it doesn't look likely. But if we come back down here, things look super bearish. We get some kind of crazy news, and it's really hard for people who haven't been through a cycle, right? And I'm not saying if you're expecting 10K, you're crazy. Like, I'm not saying you're crazy. Like, nobody knows. That's the thing. Like I can't sit up here and be like, you're crazy. We're never going to 10K. Like, you could believe that emotionally in your head, but there's no way you can know that, right? No one can. Contrary to popular belief. That's what I was looking for. But anyway, don't be greedy, guys. Don't be greedy. Just like people are greedy for 100K, people can be greedy for 10K. Just don't be careful. Anyway, moving on here. Let's see. ADA, Link. Let's go take a look at Link, or Link, as I like to say. And let's see here. God, Apple Watch blowing up. All right, let's see what we got here. Link with a nice little dump ski, right? Like, whew. Yeah, like people see these red candles and they think we're going to zero. I buy these red candles. Like, buy the blood, right? When I was saying this to my family, when it feels like the dumbest time to buy Bitcoin, it's probably the best time to buy Bitcoin. When the sky is falling, when the SEC is suing Coinbase and Binance, and everything is falling from the sky, and the exchanges have gone down, and crypto's a scam, and Bitcoin is dead, and everybody is really scared. That is the time, usually is the best time to get into the market. When it feels like the dumbest time, when people are calling you stupid for buying, it's probably the best time to buy. Just remember that. Most people get wrecked. So you're going to do the best counter trading most of the people, especially the ones you see on the internet, right? Like, remember, we got that dump to the downside, and everybody was like, see, 10K's coming. And today, we got a pump. Everyone's like, see, 100K incoming. Take that into consideration, guys. That is emotional, inexperienced traders saying that stuff. Don't be like that. Don't be retail. Don't be retail, because those people are going, oh my God, 100K incoming. Let me FOMO in. And then you get dumped on. Oh my God, zero's coming, incoming, right? Don't be like that. You're going to get wrecked. I promise you. Dollar cost DCA is the way for your long-term bags. If you want to play the chop, short-term trade it. Don't hate it. Don't date it. Just trade it. Anyway, take a look at the link. Broke the value area low. Weekly bull div. Potentially incoming for Link. Right? Higher lows on your momentum waves, right? Now, this is not printing yet. This is, you would want to wait for this to confirm. You would want to wait for this to confirm. But potential bullish divergence coming in on your daily. Money flow rounding to the upside, right? Yeah, this could potentially give you a move to the upside, right? You're hitting support. You get the potential bullish divergence on the weekly. And shout out to Crypto Cowboy. Hey, shout out to Dave. What's going on, Dave? Welcome back in. I usually throw up after buying. William, you're probably buying the bottom then. You're probably doing well, if I had to guess. Let's see. Yes, Chris. He said, can you do a video looking at the long term? Yes, we probably can. I can do that, actually. Thank you for that. I was actually looking for some content suggestions. Tony D, write that one down. Yeah, that's actually a good one. All right, let's see. Yeah, but I would look for this weekly bull div. You get that weekly bull div, guys. What happened on Bitcoin's weekly bull div? Right? Weekly bullish divergence. And this is a great example of what I was just talking about, right? Like people saying, we got this big capitulation down, right? We got that big move to the downside. FTX was dumping, right? Oh my God, the world's falling apart. A major exchange is going down. This is going to be horrible for crypto. Not a good look for crypto. This is the end. The world is falling. But we see a bullish divergence on the weekly. People were calling me stupid for saying that we were likely going to get a big move from here. But we see the weekly bullish divergence. And the reason people are calling you stupid for buying here is because they're hearing the news. They're like, oh my God, FTX just collapsed. That was a US-based exchange. This is terrible for crypto. Crypto's going to zero. And that's the biggest buy signal ever. If you have someone like aggressively telling you you're an idiot for buying, that's a great signal, right? You're probably doing something right. But we had that weekly bull div. And what happened? This was the mark of the potential bottom of the bear market. And if it wasn't, then shout out to Tino. Happy days. We get lower prices for Bitcoin and you can buy cheaper Bitcoin. You are never going to catch the exact bottom or the exact top. So don't try. Dollar cost average in. This is something that I had made this mistake before, right? This is why I'm saying this. I'm not saying this because I think I'm smarter than everybody. I'm saying this because I made the mistake before, right? You buy down here, right? And then you watch it go all the way up. You think it's going to $1 million. You don't sell anything because you want to squeeze a little bit of extra profit out of it. And then you ride it down. Oh, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. See, it's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, no. This is just a dip. This is just a dip. See, it's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, my God, I think I bought the top. Oh, no, it's coming back. Oh, my God. Okay, this is over. I'm selling. I just lost all my money. I'm so smart, right? Don't fall into that trap, guys. Please don't fall into that trap. I do not want anyone getting wrecked trying to save all their money for one shot. But hey, link with this weekly bull div, that could mark a significant bottom, right? We had that here, was a significant bottom. We got a big pump to the upside, and now we might potentially put in another drive of bullish divergence. And that could be the start of another big move to the upside. And listen, I'll be the first person to tell you, we might, if we nuke from here, which is not impossible, right? Anything can happen. I will just buy more, right? It's all about dollar cost averaging because I didn't dump my whole bag in up here. So if I come down, I still have a lot of money to spend, right? So it'll just even out. Hopefully you guys understand that. But yeah, that actually looks not too bad on the weekly. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Same thing on the 6-day. 5-day, not as clean. Not as clean. Thank you for that update on the coins, Rob. Yeah, you kind of have it out there on the 5-day. Let's take a look at the 3-day. Looking for the green dot on the 3-day. Money flow, not looking great, honestly, on the 3-day. Taking a look at the 2-day. Yeah, 2-day green dot printing. I think you could pump from here a little bit. Take a look at the daily. Confirmed green dot. Money flow still coming out. This looks very similar to Bitcoin. I'm not going to harp on this. Green dot printing, money flow still kind of looks ugly on the daily. I would like to see this round up a little bit more. But yeah, if you do get a move to the upside, that weekly green dot does look, that does. If we get that weekly bull div, write this down, guys. If you put in a weekly bull div on link and money flow is continuing to come up here, I'm just going to say, go back to Bitcoin's weekly bull div and see what happened, right? Now, it's going to be scary if you're buying, right? If you're buying that, you're going to be like, oh, my God, this is terrifying, right? It would have been like that on Bitcoin as well. It would have been terrifying to buy this bull div, right? Look at this red candle. If you use bar replay mode, just understand that, especially if you're not looking at the weekly, right? This is a red dot on the weekly. You're thinking, oh, my God, we're going to zero, right? And if you come down to the lower time frames, it's even worse, right? You're just like, oh, my God, dump. Dump. Oh, my God, it's going to zero. Oh, my God. It's scary. It's easier said than done. When you look back in the past, it's hindsight's 20/20. But you can use looking into the past to prepare for when it actually happens, right? So this was very, very scary. The world was falling down here. But we put that bull div in potentially, right? Oh, my God, if we get this bull div, could be a significant bottom here. You put move the candles forward here. Boom. You start printing that bull div. And this is still scary because you have the bull div printing, but it's a red candle. People are like, no, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. It's scary, right? You're like, oh, my God, it's confirmed, but now we're getting rejected, right? Why aren't we shooting up to 100K? It takes time to play out on the weekly. And then, obviously, even here, right? You confirm the bull div, right? And I think people would say this on the morning show, right? People would be like, what happened to the weekly bull div? Why are we dumping? Because people think this is a dump. This isn't a dump, right? Zoom out. This is a dump. This is not a dump. This is a correction from this move to the upside. But people live by the minute and the day, right? They just see this. This was a bloody week. People were thinking like, what happened to your bull div? It's dying. We're dumping. This whole week was red, right? But you just trust your TA. And then what happened on that bull div? Boom. It plays out exactly as you would expect it to and gives you a massive move to the upside, right? And we break out of this bearish trend. So just take that's for what it's worth, guys. That is Frankie, don't do signals. Yeah, you'll be good. Don't do signals. Yes, I do not do signals. Definitely don't do signals. We have people come in my Discord and say, hey, what happened? I thought you were supposed to tell me when to buy and sell. And we say, hey, man, we do not do that here. We're sorry if you thought that's what we did. We'll cancel your stuff. Like, we point them in the direction. We, like, escort them out if they don't want to be there because I don't want people who want signals in that group because that's not a good way to go about things, right? In my opinion, for me. I'm not saying other people's signal. Like, if someone else has a signal group, maybe it works for them. It doesn't work for us, right? Like, it's not it's not my style, right? It's just not. I would rather teach people how to become profitable traders. So, I don't want to keep you. Dave says 100% does signals. I don't want to keep you if you go into a signals group, you're not learning anything. You're just buying and selling when someone else tells you to. And if you're doing that as a complete beginner, you're probably going to lose all those trades anyway, even if the person's right all the time. You're going to lose most of those trades anyway because you don't know how to manage the train and use good risk management. These are things we actually teach in my Discord, right? Like how to actually have a plan. So anyway, that's some rants here, guys. I mean, we are in an interesting point in the market, right? And it's like there's a lot of excitement and things are getting crazy, right? And again, you can see that by every little move down we get, the bears come out, and every little move up we get, the bulls come out. Where it's just not a great way to look at the markets, right? And I just hope that people aren't looking to hold all their money for a specific price, because understand that you may not get that price. And you might be watching an influencer out there that is guaranteeing that, hey guys, don't you worry, don't buy in yet because we're definitely going to 3K. That person is likely going to wreck their audience, and I'm just not willing to do that to the CandleMafia. I'm sorry. Just remember, nobody, and I know like you see someone on YouTube and they have a lot of followers, and like you may think that they know something that you don't. And they might, people might hate me for saying this as an influencer, but if someone's telling you like you're guaranteed to go to a price, I would caution listening to those people. But anyway, any good person is going to FCU, Frankie Candles University. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. So I'm done ranting there, guys. But weekly bull div on link. I would keep a close eye on this. Not even printing yet though. You want to wait for that green dot to print and confirm before making any decisions based off of it. But there you go. Let's go ahead and move on to our next altcoin. Shout out to Paper Pete's Rock says, loving it, Frankie. Shout out to you, man. I think this is some of like the theoretical stuff that needs to be talked about a little more, right? Like, we talk a lot about the entries and the scalp levels and all this really fun stuff. The trades is all fun and stuff, but let's not forget that we're all here to make money in the bull run. And you'll never hear me say, guys, don't buy yet. Don't buy yet. Wait until we get to 10K, because I don't know if we're going to 10K. And I just feel like I'm one of the few influencers that are willing to admit that in public. Like I don't know if we're going to 10K or not. I believe that the bottom was at 15.5. I think it's more likely than not, right? But that does not mean that I know that we're not going to 10K. And I just don't think there's a lot of people out there willing to be that open. But just know that the fact of the matter is that even if people are telling you they know, they don't know. Like, they're just lying to you, essentially. But anyway, like people just have opinions, and they talk about their opinions like they're facts, and they're not. It's how you get wrecked. Trust me, I've done it myself. I was kind of agnostic in the past bull run, but there have been times where I've been like in my head, not to my audience, this was before I had a YouTube channel, where I was so sure we were going somewhere to a certain price, and you just don't get there, and you sit there and you're like, how did we not go there? Like, how did we not get to this price? And then you realize it's like no one knows. Nobody knows, right? Like, we can make educated guesses based off of the technical analysis, and it works. But the only reason it works is because we are agnostic, meaning we are not too favorable in one direction or another. We are indifferent, right? It does not matter if we go up or down. We are going to make money in both ways. And you want to separate your long-term trading plan with your short-term trading plan. I am a day trader. I am a scalper. I am also a long-term investor. When I trade in my short-term portfolio, I am trying to catch the exact tops of moves and the exact bottoms of moves. I am not doing that for my long-term bag. It is two completely separate things. So just be aware of that. Anyway, moving on. I think this stuff is important to talk about. But let's go ahead and take a look at Quant. Quant is 100% definitely going to 37 cents. Do not buy Quant until we get to 37 cents. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Anyway, continuing on here. Okay. Taking a look at Quant, right? At the lows of our... let's take a look at the indicators first. Weekly on Quant, actually looking a little more interesting. VWAP is above the zero line, looking for a potential red dot. Money flow is coming up, so that is a good sign. However, I would be careful with this VWAP. Take a look at the 6-day. 6-day money flow looks pretty good. 6-day, that's about as good as your money flow could look for a crossover into the green, but I would be cautious of that VWAP still. Looking to cross over to the downside, print a red dot, potentially give you a short-term move back down. No. Ooh, is this a bull div? Wow. Slightest bullish divergence here on your 5-day. Slightest. Gave you a big move up. 3-day, same deal. 3-day bullish divergence is printing on Quant. Boom. Higher lows on your momentum waves. Aggressive. Lower lows on your price. Right? Lower lows on your price, higher lows on your momentum waves. Aggressive. Fat anchor wave with a tiny little trigger wave. This is good. This is decent. This is what we want to see. Potential next levels of resistance for Quant. Well, actually, let's come down to these lower time frames. Daily bullish divergence, guys. This is it, right? This is it. Nobody wants to long this thing, right? No one wants to long this. Like, no one's buying this right here, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, my God, we're nuking. We're going to the floor. Oh, my God, it's going to zero. Daily bullish divergence, right? This is what we would see as traders. Lower lows on our price action. Higher lows on our momentum waves. More often than not, this gives you a move to the upside, especially on a time frame like the daily. Boom. Massive bounce, right? Beautiful. I'm actually pissed I didn't see that earlier. But anyway, taking a move on, right? I'm not FOMOing into this green candle, though. Please be aware of that. Let's see. 6-hour looking for a cool-off. 4-hour also looking at, yeah, this doesn't look bad, guys. I mean, you had the bullish divergence on the 4-hour as well, but money flow starting to work its way up on the 4-hour, the 5-hour. Yeah, I would be very careful of a cool-off here, right? We got a massive move up. But yeah, I mean, this is a fresh daily bull div. I'm not like longing this right now, but could push you up a little higher as it is if it confirms. But what are we looking at here, guys? It's a volume profile range, right? You came down to the lows of your range. Textbook, absolute textbook, guys. This is probably, I mean, if you watch the channel, you know how we do it on this channel, right? You come to the bottom of the value area, right? The value area low. Bullish divergence, this is a beautiful reversal signal. Bullish divergence on the daily at a key level of support, likely going to give you a move to the upside. And if you get that bounce, you're looking to potentially, right? You look for shorts at the high, wait to come to the low. When you get to the low, you look for potential longs to the high, right? And with that daily bull div, this could wind up giving you a move back up to your value area high, which comes in at $139. Now, if you get a short-term cool-off here, checking out that 1-hour, red dot confirmed. 2-hour, looking to print that red dot. If you cool off here, this does look like it might just want to go. But if we do get a cool-off, I would watch this blue box for a potential bullish retest. Why are we going to be looking at that level for a bullish retest? Because it is the point of control of your range, as well as a local golden pocket. I actually... yeah, it's also a local golden pocket. However, I would actually go ahead and adjust this. We could just hold it here. But yeah, basically this blue box. I would really be watching this blue box for a potential bullish retest, and then maybe that's where you put in your higher low and then continue to the upside. And we are already just looking at the value area, saying, hey, we're holding support on the high, on the low. Come up above the POC, flip it to support. That's where you get your move likely up to the value area high, again at about 139. So that's what I look for on Quant, guys. Not looking too bad with that bullish divergence. Obviously, I would not FOMO in on these giant green candles, but I would wait for a pullback, and that's kind of some of the areas where I would look for a pullback. I would also look at this golden pocket as well. Giving it all away now. Boom. I would watch these two blue boxes. Bing to the bong. There you go. Those are levels I'd look at on Quant. Let's see. Hey, shout out to Medic Money. Said, Frankie just bought the premium. Happy to support the channel. Thanks for all the content. Medic Money, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you for doing that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in that premium Discord stream on Monday. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Let's see. Yeah, French Toaster said, not going to lie, volume profiles make me comfortable. Me too, man. They work. They work, right? There's no magic thing that will tell you when to buy or sell. But if you guys watch this channel, hopefully you have adopted the volume profile into, if you're not using the kind of trading strategies we use, at least you're hopefully involving it in your own strategy. It is one of the most powerful tools that I have ever seen in the world, right? The most powerful trading tool I've ever seen in my entire career. When I found the volume profiles, it was a big game changer for me. I was still pretty far along on my trading journey, but it did make a huge difference when I started using the volume profiles. They are infinitely valuable, and you guys will know that if you watch the live streams. Shout out to I My Hero, said hate and love are two closest emotions because they are both highly passionate. So maybe he is mistaking hate with love. Is there someone hating? Or are you talking about me? I don't know. Shout out to I My Hero. Let's see. Late here, but Bing Bong Familia. Shout out to Gary C. And that is not to be confused with Gary G. Let's see. Hero, this is true. Yes. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but hate and love are two very passionate. That's why they say jealousy is hate and love at the same time. That's why you want to be envious and not jealous. If love and hate are, if hate and love can mate, then ice can burn fire. Ooh, interesting. Let's see. John Davis says, I fall asleep to volume profiles. They make me so comfortable. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, let's see. 100 push-ups coming. Gary C. Oh, my God. Do we have to do 100 push-ups? Why hate the SEC? Oh, you guys talk about hating the SEC? Is that what's going on? Yeah, I mean, I think it's listen. We won't even get into it. But, yeah. Not a single crumb on you. I don't even know what saying. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Fear and love are the only two emotions. I guess. Bob from accounting, what is going on? Thanks for what you do. No problem, Bob. I appreciate you. I think the ice just melts next to the fire. Yeah, that's probably likely. But let's take a look at Matic, guys, and then let's go ahead and jump into our giveaways for the week. 45-minute red dot printing. I don't just happen to be on the 45-minute. I didn't mean to look at that. But taking a look at Matic. I will say this, guys. I hope we come lower, right? Like, I just want to say this. Although I think the bottom is in. I hope it's not. I hope we go to 10K, right? I don't want anyone thinking that emotionally, if I were to come up here and express my emotions, I would, and I just my sentiment was based off my emotion. Okay, guys. Well, that was the fan that blows the camera just unclamped from the desk and absolutely just yeeted to the floor. So the camera didn't overheat. The fan just yanked the power cable out of the camera. Let me do the TA, and then before we do the giveaway, I'll fix the camera. But here we go. I'll go ahead and hide this so you guys can see the full screen. Whoops, that was the wrong thing. There we go. All right. So here we are on Matic, guys. Taking a look at the weekly. VWAP rolling up. This looks the same as Bitcoin. Not going to harp on that. 6-day money flow. Shout out to Apples Up North for gifting those 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Thank you so much, Apples Up North. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. We love you. Hey, there we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. You get a membership. You get a membership. Let's get it. Okay. So, yeah, we've spent a lot of time in the red here, guys. We're bing-bonging into the blue. I think if we get this VWAP to curve up on the 6-day, I think you will see a significant blue wave come in for our money flow. I don't think it'll heat us to $10 for Matic, but I think it could wind up giving us a decent move. VWAP coming up on your 4-day. I'm going to come up to these local time frames. 2-day green dot looking for a 2-day looking for the green dot. Daily green dot confirmed. Honestly, Matic's a little no bull div here on the 8-hour, but you are printing the green dot. Let's check the 30-minute. Yeah, maybe you got to move up from here. I'm just going to give you guys the levels on Matic. It's a little unclear on the indicators. Money flow is technically coming to the upside on the 4-hour. You do have the bull div on the 4-hour, which did give you a move to the upside. Money flow coming up. Again, money flow on the 4-hour is going to be shout out to Eric. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. But the money flow on the 4-hour is the big thing I'm looking at for a big trend change, right? If we get that 4-hour money flow crossover, that's likely to leak into the higher time frames. But next levels of resistance, next levels of resistance, I will go ahead and make some fresh levels here. I'm going to pull some local golden pockets. Let's pull it from here. Boom. 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 Right? This is what we're looking at on Matic, guys. Came down to the value area low. Golden pocket, 786 zone, right? Great place to put in a reversal. If we continue up from this point of control, I would look for a potential rejection at 63 cents if we can make it up there, right? As long as we hold above the value area low, we could expect to potentially see this price come in for Matic. If we go ahead and continue up, if we get above that value area high, could wind up coming into this golden pocket / 786 Fibonacci retracement level, which would be a decent spot to be looking for some rejections, right, locally. But other than that, really what I'm watching here is the money flow coming to the upside on the 4-hour, guys. Daily potentially looking for another red dot. So kind of mixed here on Matic, but I will say those are the levels I would be watching in the immediate term. So there you go. A little quick on Matic, guys, but we got to get to these giveaways because we do have a lot to do, and we do not want to run out of time. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the giveaways, guys. The chart is talking to me, and it sounds like Frankie. I need sleep. Oh, God. Shout out to Creighton. Dude, get to bed, bro. Get to bed. Wait, Frankie said something got pulled out. Rug pull incoming. Follow the signs. Oh, God. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the wheel of pain and pleasure, and let's see. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Let's see what we got. Where are the likes at? Let's see. Bada boom, bada bing. 562. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and spin the dang wheel, guys. Mrs. Candles. I don't know if Mrs. Candles is going to help us. She I think she quit her position here at the Frankie Candles Company. Let's see. They say Sand Weekly Bull Div. Oh, no, I misclicked there. They say Sand Weekly Bull Div. I say, let's take a look. Let's see. Sand Weekly Bull Div. Oof. Very slightly, but it is there. I do see. I don't know. That's it may look different depending on what exchange you're looking at, but I will say technically, oh no. Yeah, I mean it's very close to getting invalidated, but technically as of right now it is there, but it's not printing yet. You got to wait for that green dot to print and confirm, and you want to make sure that it does not break that last momentum wave from back here. All right, let's see. This is not what I wanted. That is VMix, and I did not want to open it. Okay, so here we go, guys. Let's see. 510 Darren, what is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. All right, let's go ahead and spin the dang wheel. Go ahead and spin the dang wheel. Where is it? Bada boom. There we go. Spin numero uno. Let's get it. Here we go. Let's see. Should we call Mrs. Candles? Let's call Mrs. Candles, guys. Let's call Mrs. Candles. Hopefully. Let's see. Bada boom. Hopefully she doesn't answer the phone in a weird way.
Hello?
Hey, you're live on the CandleMafia. I don't know what I just said. You're live on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Say hello.
Hello.
It's time for a giveaway, and Creighton C and Dave Digital want to know if you quit your position here at Frankie Candles or if you still work for us.
Yeah, I actually resigned. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you resigned. Are you kidding? Really? No, you didn't even put in your 2 weeks.
Sorry.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Mrs. Candles.
Yeah, anytime.
All right, hung up on her, guys. Shout out to Mrs. Candles for quitting her job or quitting her position here at Frankie Candles. Shout out to Tony D. Oh, yeah, guys, today is the last day for our Instagram giveaway. Tony will drop the details here in the chat to let you know how you can enter to win. But yeah, definitely, or he'll drop a link to that actual giveaway. But yeah, guys, if you we're giving away $100, not 100 Cardano. We're giving away $100 worth of Cardano. So if you like Cardano, definitely enter into our Instagram giveaway. Tony, if you could drop those, that link and the details in the chat, I would highly appreciate it, or greatly appreciate it. Yeah, sound like she doesn't want the position. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what happens, right? Yeah, you hire your friends and your family, and they take advantage of you, right? She doesn't take it seriously. Unbelievable. But here we go, guys. There we go. So we got, okay, I'm going to give you guys a couple extra spins here because we got 577 likes. If we run it up to 600 likes, I don't know. I'm just giving you the extra spins anyway. So let's try to run it up to 600 likes. Let's see. Shout out to Julio, says, is she blowing hot air given that she's inflatable and all? Julio, I don't know why you would say she's inflatable. But yeah, I don't know. That reminded me of that college football player that got catfished by a dude that doing a chick's voice. Oh, God. Guys, did that sound like DZ? I don't think so. But anyway, here we go. Let's see. All right. Spin them, baby. Spin to win. Yeah. V-Slim said, need to put a ring on it. Listen, clearly, Mrs. Candles is not good with commitment, right? We tried to hire her as our giveaway assistant, and yeah, she just couldn't commit. So I don't know. I don't know. She's pushing the ring farther and farther away, I think. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, here we go. Might as well make it an even 10, right? Use the toaster. Shout out to Armani. I don't really know what that means. I mean, I do have a toaster sitting on the desk right here. Oh, you guys can't see me. All right, once I get these real quick, I'll do one more spin, and then bear with me. Let me set the camera back up, guys. Okay, here we are. I think we're good now. Let me see if I can get this back up for you guys. Hello? We're live, baby. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10. Dang, that is not a great hit rate. But we got 4 extra giveaways. That is for you, Rob. And let's go ahead and see what we got. What videos are we pulling the giveaways from today? Rob, if you let me know in chat, I will go ahead and get, let me know where we're pulling it from, and we will start announcing the winners. Yeah, if we just get I don't know exactly where we're giving away either. If I could just get those details, we'll start getting it done here. Wick589 Classic said, y'all ever get the strongest urge every time Frankie does the dead air away from chair thing? Oh, God. Just exclaim in the chat for the benefit of anyone who just tunes in. Say, oh, my God, did you see the flames? Dude, I am lost on that, Wick. I am lost on that. Shout out to Wick589. Oh, the toaster cam. Oh, my God. That's, yeah, that's, it rugged on giveaways. Shout out to Isaac. Yeah, in the premium Discord, I do the live streams from the office, and we're setting up a new studio in that office, and I turned on my laptop camera for a second, and it's an absolute potato. It's like 280p. It's garbage, so I just turned it off. But yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, let's see. Winner, chicken dinner. Giveaways, yay, let's go. Got 477 people still in here. Video is going to be how many ARB to be a millionaire. Thank you for that, Rob. Are we pulling it all from the same video? And then just let me know how many we got.
Try killing bugs the worry-free way.
Oh, God. We're playing an ad here. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab that link and pull up our bada boom, bada bing. Paste the link. Filter duplicate users. number of winners. 1. Share random names. Okay. Bada boom. Include replies. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. So how many men are to be a millionaire? Okay. 10 ADA winners, 2 trucker hats, and 1 free month of premium Discord. Guys, this is a saucy giveaway. This is a saucy one. We're giving away a lot here. We're giving away the farm, boys. Let's go. Okay. Let me get my piece of paper. Hey, Mrs. Candles. I love you. You're the best. Anyway, here we go. How do you feel about that, Mrs. Candles? You've been replaced by a piece of paper. Anyway, I'm kidding. We're probably going to mess it up without her, guys. She literally makes it way easier. Is that Mrs. Candles? Let's go. Okay. Here we go. How old is my laptop? It's actually new. It's just it's not a great laptop. I'm probably going to upgrade it. I'm probably going to buy the new MacBook Air, to be honest with you. Because I don't really need that crazy like processing power on my laptop. I do most of my stuff from my like power PC at home. But yeah, the laptop I have was not bought with intentions of doing any of this. It was yeah. Anyway, okay, here we go. Yeah, happy birthday to Rob. Shout out to Rob. Happy birthday, bro. Appreciate you everything you do for the channel, and super happy that I think you're like 106 today. I think. Okay, shout out to Mr. Blake. We're rooting for you to win the hat, bro. Let's go. I am throwing a barbecue party tomorrow, but no special occasion. It's your birthday today. I mean, it's just celebrating your birthday late, Rob. Mrs. Candles replaced? No. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we go. Winner number 1. We're going to do the ADA wins, the ADA bags first, and then we will go ahead and move on. So 10 ADA, 2 hats, 1 Discord. Okay, here we go. Winner number 1. Who's going to be? Who's going to be? Crypto Magic said, answer is more than I... Shout out to you. The video is how many ARB to be a millionaire. And answer is more than I own. Shout out to Crypto Magic. Well, hey, listen, you might not own enough ARB to be a millionaire, but if you hold ADA and you don't have enough to be a millionaire, we're going to give you a little extra bag to get you one step closer to those face-melting gains. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Crypto Magic. Thank you for watching the content. Hit that free Discord and claim your prize, which is ADA. Here we go. Winner number 2. Who's going to be? Wendy. Shout out to Wendy. Is that Crypto Wendy O? Shout out to Wendy. We got to have Wendy on the channel. Shout out to Wendy. Tony, let's talk to Wendy and see if she wants to come on. Hey, Wendy, you want to come on? She's like, nah, not really. I'm kidding. We know Wendy, guys. We're friends with Wendy. But, yeah, we got to get her. I don't know why she hasn't been on yet. We should definitely try to get her on. But shout out to Wendy. Not Crypto Wendy O, but shout out to Wendy O as well. But shout out to Wendy. She says, bing bong. Shout out to you, Wendy. We're going to give you some free ADA. Go ahead and hit that free Discord and claim your free prize. Thank you for watching the content. Thank you for being a part of the CandleMafia. And if you're not subscribed, we're giving you some free Cardano. Maybe hit that subscribe button as a little bit of a tip. Shout out to Wendy. Winner number 3. Let's get it. Who's going to be? Who are we rooting for? Mr. Burke? Or GF Burke? Not GF Burke. We're rooting for Mr. Burke, I think. Tulsa King said, Frankie, making it easy. Shout out to Tulsa King. Yeah, shout out to you, bro. We're giving you a free bag at ADA. Thank you for watching the content. Thank you for being a part of the CandleMafia. Reach out, or don't reach out to the mods. I don't think I'll ever not say that. Hit the free Discord. Go to the giveaway section to claim your free Cardano. Next winner, winner number 4. Let's see. I bet you don't have enough algo to stay a millionaire. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wendy loves me. We can get her on the show. Yeah. No, we could definitely get Wendy on. Lionheart says heart, candle. Shout out to Lionheart. I don't know. Heart. I don't know. Lionheart, hearts and candles. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a part of the CandleMafia. We're going to give you some free Cardano. Hit the free Discord and claim your free prize. Bing bong. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for watching the content. Next winner, here we go. Winner number 5. Who's it going to be? Victor Lopez. I saw him. No, we got Chuck and Ball 18 says, stop promoting possible securities. It's not a promotion. It's not a promotion. But yeah, shout out to you. I don't know. Chuck and Ball. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you watching the content. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't wind up being an actual security. Hopefully that's just some fun. But hey, hopefully you like Cardano. Oh, wait, hang on. That's a security too. We'll send it. We'll send it to someone else. I'm just kidding, man. You're getting the free Cardano. Thank you for watching the content. And go ahead and hit that free Discord and claim your free prize. Thank you for being part of the CandleMafia, man. And congratulations on your free Cardano. Next winner. Here we go. Winner number 6. Oh no. No. Okay, good. Thank God. Winner number 6. Here we go. Oh, I gotta do this all. Oh no. I think we're good. Okay. Here we go. Winner number 6. Who's going to be? Vact says, Rich, crypto info. I think that's legit. Shout out to you, Vact. I don't know, mods maybe make the call on that. Shout out to Vac. Thank you for watching the content. If you are real, we're going to give you a free bag of ADA. And shout out to you for watching the content. Thank you for being part of the CandleMafia. And go ahead and hit that free Discord and get your free Cardano. Shout out to Vact. Hopefully you're real. Next winner. Here we go. Winner number 7. Who's it going to be? Lauren. Just Lauren. Shout out to Lauren. What is that emoji? I think it's applause emoji. Well, Lauren, applause for you getting free Cardano. Thank you for watching the content. Hit the free Discord. Claim your free prize. It's going to be Cardano. Shout out to Lauren. Thank you for being here. Winner number 8. Here we go. Oh, Vact is real. In Vact. Vact is in the chat. Claims to be real. Or is it AI? I'm just kidding. Shout out to Vact. Dang, I don't recognize the name, but you're here live. I love our lurkers. Shout out to Vact. Yeah, hit that free Discord. Get your free Cardano. I'm happy you're not a bot. Because then we would have to go back and re-add the giveaway. So shout out to Vact. Thank you for being a real person. Ben and Josh says, wish I got the original ARB airdrop. Well, shout out to Ben and Josh. You guys are getting some free Cardano, and I do know that this is not your first giveaway win. I know you guys have won before. So shout out to you guys. Get your free bag. Hit the Discord and claim your free prize. Here we go. Winner number 9. Who's it going to be? Rob, I may have, let's see, I filtered all that scammers out before the picking. Rob, you're a GOAT, dude. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. He claps fast. I'm one of the fastest clappers. I'm one of the fastest clappers in the Southeast. Anyway, here we go. Go Advantis said Frankie with the blue heart. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being a part of the CandleMafia. Thank you for watching the content. And I really am thankful. I mean, I'm thankful enough to send you some free Cardano, so hit that free Discord to claim your prize. Don't hit up the mods, though. We used to do that. Don't do that anymore. Shout out to Go Advantis. Thank you for being here, bro, and enjoy that free Cardano. Helen said, need some money for gas. Too funny. All right, let's see. Hey, shout out to Crypto Anon said, happy Father's Day to all the crypto dads out there in the mafia. Yeah, guys, happy Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to Anon. Shout out to you, man. You are a crypto dad. Shout out to you. I hope to be a crypto dad one time. I'm a crypto uncle now, though. That's pretty cool. Fastest clapper in the West. Let's go. Okay, let's continue. Shout out to Danielle. Thanks for everything. No problem. Anytime. That's why we're here. Shout out to you. Oh, God. Shout out to Philly Skrills. Shout out to Wick. Dave, can you call the cops on Wick? Thank you. Anyway, here we go. Next winner. Here we go. Thank you. Love your content. You're one of the best. Shout out to Vact. No problem. Anytime. Just hit that free Discord to get your free Cardano. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Kevin's Awake is awaiting his win. Here we go, guys. This is going to be the last Cardano giveaway before we start giving away the hats and the free Discord. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Oh, yeah, Burke. We're Mr. Burke, we're not even rooting for you yet. You don't want this. You don't want the Ada, right? Corey Tweety says LFG. Well, I say LF Tweety. I don't know. Shout out to you, man. Hit that free Discord. Get your free Cardano. Show yourself in chat if you're here. And if not, hopefully you're seeing the replay of this. You got your free bag of Cardano. Hit the free Discord. Go to the giveaway section and claim your prize. Thank you for watching the content. And thank you for smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel and watching the video. Here we go, guys. Moving on to our next section of the giveaway is going to be 2 Frankie Candles hats. Winner number 1 is going to be, here we go. Who's getting a hat? Burke, this is for you. Oh, Learning. Hey, shout out to Learning. Says, nice. Shout out to Learning. I think you're probably in here. You usually are. The GOAT says, is here. The GOAT is here. Shout out to, shout out to Learning. Let me know if you're in here, man, and you got a free hat. Let's go. You deserve it, man. You've been here forever. You've been watching so much of the content. I see your comments. You've gone all the way back in our older videos. You've watched all the older videos. You put in the work, and now you get your trophy, and it's a Frankie Candles hat. You can wear it loud and proud. Let's go. Shout out to Learning. Appreciate you, man. True legend. Yeah, shout out to Dave. Yeah, for sure. All right, here we go. Next winner for Frankie Candles hat. Winner number 2. Who's it going to be? Come on, Burke. Oh, Cardano is the future, says Ada Gang. And coincidentally, Creighton, I know you're joking. I'm going to hide it, though. I know you're joking. I'm not hiding you. I'm just going to hide the, oh, what the heck? All right, well, I guess I have to leave it because I can only hide you. I can't hide your message. I know you're joking, but I think that could be considered toxic. But anyway, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Cardano is the future. Says Ada Gang. We were just giving away Ada, but we just switched over to the hats, which is kind of funny. But you're not getting the Ada, unfortunately. But you are getting a Frankie Candles hat. Maybe you could sell it and buy some more Ada. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for watching the content and supporting us. Shout out to the Ada Gang. Enjoy your free Frankie Candles hat. Go ahead and hit that free Discord to claim your prize. And here we go. The free Discord, guys. 1 CandleMafia member getting that free Discord. 1 month. I want to be very clear. It's not like a lifetime. It's 1 free month. Yeah, Creighton says Learning knows I love him. Yeah, I figured you were joking, but here we go, guys. Who's it going to be? Who's going to win the free? Yeah, for that free premium Discord. Here we go. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Let's see. Who should we root for? I'm rooting for, I don't know. Let's see who it is. I just hope it's somebody we know. Not that I don't want people we don't know. I just get excited when the people are in chat that win. But here we go. But it's nice because I know a lot of people. Hunter says, does Red Bull sponsor you? No, I couldn't accept the Red Bull sponsorship because I have my own Aztecian and Cactus Moss Water energy drink, so it's just a conflict of interest. But they were knocking down our door for a sponsorship. But, we just, it's just all about the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. I think he's really asking if I'm on drugs. The answer is no. But anyway, you can't be biased, boss. That's right. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. That's right. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Come on. Give me someone good. Oh, hey, hold up. You're in here, bro. Shout out to Karam bin Kamal. Said, good video. I kind of feel like it was like a little more of a great video. I'm just kidding, bro. Hopefully you're still in here. You were here earlier today. I read one of your chats. Shout out to you, man. Hopefully you're looking to take your trading a little bit more seriously because you're going to get into that premium Discord, which will take your trading to the next level for sure. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you watching the content and being in the live streams. Show your face in chat if you're here. There he is. Let's go. Shout out to Karam. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I hope I'm not butchering it, man. But shout out to you, bro. Welcome. And get hooked up in the giveaway section of the free Discord. And then they will transfer your free month. And then you'll get pushed into the premium. And I will see you in the premium live stream on Monday. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in tonight. Spending your precious time with us on a Friday. You guys got friends. You guys got lives. You guys aren't like me, right? Like, my only friend is the chart. And Mrs. Candles, which obviously, which, by the way, is in the room now. She's just being very quiet. But anyway, yeah, guys, shout out to you guys. I appreciate everybody spending the time with us here on a Friday night. Guys, let's see if Bitcoin can get another move over the weekend. Again, watch out for those short-term cool-offs on the lower hourly time frames. But again, with money flow coming up, we could potentially be changing our trend to the upside. So maybe look for some longs at those higher lows. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I'll see you on Monday. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. And don't forget, guys, we will be releasing a video this weekend. If something crazy happens tomorrow, I'll do a market update. If it's not crazy, I won't. But on Sunday, we will be putting a video out. I actually still have to record it, so I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe it's a video on the Lux Algo Oscillator. Maybe it's a video on whatever somebody suggested today. I forgot what they suggested. Long-term investing. Maybe on that. Maybe it's my daily routine when I sit down at my desk, how I find my support and resistance. It's going to be good. It's going to be a little bit of Sunday sauce, so keep an eye out for that, guys. And with all that being said, it's all the time I got for tonight's live stream. I'll see you guys Monday. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy, Mrs. DZ. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. And anyway, guys, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Bing bong.
Hey, yo, Jay, can we get some ratchet one time?
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace. You gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision, I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, I ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice. These my motives, bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming, the competition ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now. They all on me, got counterfeits trying to play me. I guess they thinking I'm Sony. These big head dummies showing up and out of their character. Homie, you need a price cause without it the squad ain't hearing you. Top of that, we ain't fearing yet. We swinging for the fences with the sting of a left hook that connects with Sonny Liston. I'm dismissing any and all of the disrespect. Nonetheless, it ain't a threat. I'm just letting y'all know who's next. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the start. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. You gon' see the...
If you don't show up to work, usually you get fired. Like, I trusted you to help us, and you just ditched us. We messed up the giveaways one week. I had to give away extra money. That's why we didn't eat dinner yesterday. How are you mad at me? Whatever. I gotta... Oh, hey! Oh, no! Oh, no. This is awkward. This is awkward, guys. We had to let Mrs. Candles go, guys. Tried to work it out with her, and she just, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. We tried. She didn't show up a few days, and we had to, Well, anyway. She's sleeping? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Have a good weekend, and happy Father's Day to the crypto dads out there. Shout out to Mrs. Candles. Hasta pasta. Bing bong. Bing bong. Bing. Okay. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know. Bing.
Some people love me, and they don't even know I have a hard time loving myself. Some people judge me, and they don't even know I have a hard time judging myself. Life gets ugly, but I got a paintbrush and paint a pretty smile on myself. Mouth stay shut even when I need help. In too deep in the water, Mike Phelps. Swimming lessons, I still got many unanswered questions. Sick of the anger, sick of depression. Wanna be great, count your blessings. Just give me my salad, you keep the dressing. Cause I'm cream of the crop. He paid the price, I'm worth a lot. He told me go, why would I stop? Rest on my thoughts, jump off the tire rope. D'Lo Brown with the frog splash. Leaps of faith, what I call that. If you hit my line for the old me, when I hang up on you, don't call back. I ain't gon' block my blessings, I'd rather block your number. Life taught me so many lessons, Been down bad, never under. That's breath in my lungs. Some people die young, where I come from. Woke up and gave thanks to Father and Son. Filled with the Spirit, I shine like the sun. Ghost in me, but I ain't haunted. Bad vibes, keep them, don't want it. Pride hard to swallow, doggone it. And you were really never my opponent. I ain't fighting evil, man, they hearts black. They wanted my life, told them back. Got an itch for sin, can't scratch that. Keep the truth loaded in the black gap. Just know if I said it, I'm in it, and they gon' take it back. Learn the game brighter than my granddaddy's Cadillac. Young man, old soul, imagine that. Ain't in my control, gotta pray, let them handle that. God hit my line, gave me the play. Roger that, game torn. Alright, you hate like a running back. If you ain't catch everything I said, better run it back. Eating up this beat, break bread, where your sandwich at, y'all? Thought I was done? No, this beat ain't like Kobe, I'm too full. My God, sicko mode, he too cold. I'm skating on beats, frozen with the flow.
Guys, she did slap me. Have a good weekend.